Turning to politics now, the third and final forum for District 19 congressional candidates was held today at Riverside Church in Fort Myers. 4 News Corner's Chris Day was there at the event. He joins us now in the studio. Chris.
Well, last week we brought you the highlights of the forum, showing you where the candidates stand on issues ranging from Florida education to medical marijuana. Now, this time they got a chance to answer many of the same questions, but there were also a few curveballs thrown at them.
This would be the dividing line.
Candidates were a little more comfortable at the third and final forum hosted by Southwest Florida's Citizens Alliance.
What is your position on Common Core? Oh, I love that. I love Common Core. I'm just kidding.
But they quickly got to business, covering topics like the mountain of national debt.
It would be nice to have a few congressmen that understood enough about international financial matters to get a handle on this situation.
I would never vote for an increase to the debt ceiling, and that I would also never vote for an unbalanced budget.
And they didn't pull any punches, expressing issues with government assistance.
We're talking about the explosion of Medicaid. Medicaid is health care for poor people. The cure for that, folks, is to have less poor people. Let's get to an economy that creates jobs. We don't need more taxes. We need more taxpayers.
The federal government doesn't have the role of charity, right? Charity belongs right here, in this church. It belongs in your civic associations.
Immigration reform also came up.
Those that have crossed illegally, if we give the president his way, they can become citizens and vote Democratic in the next election.
Candidates also going after the tax code.
We've got hyper-large corporations that pay no tax. And then we have the small business that pays a lot of tax. It doesn't make sense.
You need to start your business in this part of the city instead of that part because your tax rate will be lower. That's something the Founding Fathers never envisioned anybody would do.
And the one issue creating the biggest divide between candidates? Gay marriage.
I was raised believing that a marriage did consist of a man and a woman, and that's what my marriage consists of.
Somehow make them less of a citizen and not allow them the rights and freedoms that the other 85% enjoy, I somehow find un-American.
Now, everyone attending the forum was asked to participate in a straw poll, and while the number of voters increased from last week, the standings remained pretty much the same. With a lead barely lower than last week, Kurt Clausen received 54% of the votes. Michael Dracorn went up from 18% to 25%. Paige Kriegel in third with 10% of the vote. Ray Netherwood getting 7%. And even though she was a no-show for the third forum in a row, Lizbeth Benequisto took away 4% of the votes. Now, it should also be noted the fifth candidate, April Freeman, who also missed all 3 forums, was included on the ballot, but received no votes. Live in the studio, Chris Day, Fox 4, in your corner.